Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing? So I am really excited about being on this live with you. First, I'm going to share a little bit about myself, and I want to kind of get into some convention nuggets that I have that are bursting out of my ears, and then I want to also give you a Monday mindset nugget. Okay, so here we are. I know I see you guys. Hi. I'm not going to shout out every time I see somebody. It'll make me kind of lose my brains here. So my name is Lorie Mulhern. I'm a one-star diamond director, and I'm a PGA golf professional. And I'm excited to kind of talk to you guys a little bit today because convention just ended. We're all getting home. We're getting excited about what we learned and our takeaways and our nuggets, and that's always fun. So I like having fun. If you know me, if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. So bam, we're going to have fun with this. So first of all, after convention, I want to give you a couple things that I can think of why people are popping on here that really just stood out to me. And this is not a convention update, but I can't help but share some things, right? So convention kicked off with a kind of a virtual lab, but they called it a future lab, and it was really outstanding. The floor had graphics on it. As they were speaking, it kind of lit up and did different things, and you can imagine cells showing up on the stage and everything. It was really phenomenal. So one of the management team, Jim Brown, said, hey, you guys sit up high, and we were planning on sitting with some of our team anyway, so that was a win-win. But he said, sit up high so you can see the floor, and then also the huge screens, and you'll get a lot more out of it. So I said, okay, great. So we went as high as we could. I think we're like the third or fourth row down. So that was phenomenal. We got some really good insight and kind of videos and recordings and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. But the Future Lab was brilliant. It was all about science and the new products coming out and what the products do and intelligence technology. So it was phenomenal, and we're recording and pictures and all of that, which was a lot of fun, and spending time with some of our team and kind of connecting that end. So bam on that. So that was phenomenal. But some of the takeaways about where we're going as a company with a lot of the new products, boy, 2019, oh boy, hold on. You're excited about science then, and the science in the products. 2019 is going to be phenomenal. So what I would suggest doing right before then is make sure your PCs, because all this stuff is going to be happening, during this period of time. So don't feel like, oh, we have to wait, right? We're going to line up our PCs and get some promotions going with some of the fun and new products that are coming out and stuff, but really getting set to make ourselves more successful. When we're sharing, we don't just share things last minute. We prepare it up and create a campaign out of it and stuff. So think about getting yourself set up for success. The breakaways were fun. A lot of things at convention were really fun, and I'm not going to go into a lot of that because it'll turn into like a convention dump, right? And I don't want to do that to you. I want you to see it more professionally. If you were not there, if you were there, I know you're as excited as I am. So I'm talking 100 miles an hour because I'm pumped, right? Okay, so my Monday mindset nugget is called Dump the Truck. But before we go there, I want to talk to you a little bit about myself and share a little bit about me. I don't normally do that. Normally, Tom and I jump right into our topic. And I thought, you know what, today I'm going to share a little bit about me. Is that all right with you guys? Somebody say yes. Okay, so as a PGA golf professional, I want to share a little bit about the background of that. Growing up, I've always liked sports. Basketball, volleyball, baseball, fast pitch. I love fast pitch baseball. I could play that all day long. So every sport that had a team sport, I just loved. And golf, not so much, because it was more individual and you'd play 6 hours and you hit the ball and chase it. And I thought, And then one day I was out working for this company. I went and drove into this driving range, and I started hitting balls. And I thought, ooh, this is hard. And I thought it was easy. And I started hitting balls and hitting balls and hitting balls. And this pro walks up at the end of the range and said, hey, you're hitting it a long ways. Can I give you a few tips? I said, are you kidding me? I used to take a step when I would hit the ball, right? Because fast pitch. So he started giving me a few tips. And I thought, I like this sport. It's really fun. And who'da thunk, right? Who'da thunk that I'd become a professional golfer because I didn't like golf. But I did. And so little kind of bizarre thinking, God had other plans for us, right? So it was kind of funny because when you get into golf, you start really liking it, and they say the golf bug. Either you hate golf or you love golf. I haven't met anybody in between those two, areas. But anyway, when I became a golf professional, I decided I want to be with the men, the PGA of America instead of the LPGA of America. Don't ask me why, I just did. And the guys took me under their wing and we started having a great time, and it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought, wow, wake up and go to the golf course every day. Who could beat that? Well, I love my profession, and I love the PGA of America, and I love being around people coming in and wanting to have a good time and going out and playing golf, and they come in, they don't complain unless they miss a putt, right? But coming back and kind of thinking about my profession, I thought, I like it. I really, really like it. Well, I was a head pro general manager at a golf course, and I used to wake up in the morning and I would get down to the golf course at 4 and 5 in the morning. Okay, so the clock is down here, right? 4 and 5 in the morning. The clock would go around, all the way around, 12, and then it would come up to the 11 o'clock hour and I would go home. So I would be at the golf course 18, 19 hours a day. I would take one day off a month, or when I got exhausted. So I would work and work and work and work and work and work. And then I'd say, oh, I'm exhausted. I'd go home and I'd sleep. I would just sleep. Now, I loved being at the golf course, but hello, that's all I was doing. And when USANA came into my life, Tom was the same way. As you know, my special sweet husband, Tom, he's amazing. He's a counselor. And he would work and work and work and work as well. And not only seeing a client during the hour, he would also have to do up a lot of paperwork afterwards too. So it's almost like a 2-hour job when you're doing a 1-hour client. And so we were spending a lot of times at our professions, but USANA gave us the time freedom that we could start tapering off that and then really start focusing in on USANA and kind of becoming, creating that time freedom that we've always wanted, doing things other than our profession. Now, we still love our professions. Tom loves helping people. When you talk to him, you can hear his heart in that. And I love golf. I mean, hello, golf. So I love golf, but it was really, that's what we were doing. Now, USANA has given us that time freedom when we can start sharing with other people. So that's a little bit about me, and I want to kind of give you some ideas to come home from on my nugget, my Monday mindset nugget that I'm going to leave you with. Now, like I said, Tom and I, when we come home from conventions, this is what we would do. We call this dumping the truck, okay? So dumping the truck to me and Tom, we named it, we came up with it, we kind of just thought, what are we going to call this? Well, we just started dumping everything. So on the way home from a convention one year, we were on the plane and we said, let's just write down everything that comes to mind that we want to get done. And so we said, okay, great. So we just started writing. Now, sometimes we do individual lists and then combine them, or sometimes we just sit and talk to each other and just dump it. So when you dump the truck, think about writing everything down. So you're writing, I want to call Joanne, I want to call my PCs, I want to look at, 6 left, I want to do something with my associates, I want to start this promotion, I want to contact people for a Cell Vive party, I want to do a healthy mixer, I want to think healthy for kids or something like that. So just write down everything over and over and over. Just dump everything that's in your mind. Now, I don't want you to think and leave out cleaning the gutters, taking the kids to a birthday party, going to the dentist, schedule this appointment. So write everything down, because if you're writing stuff down that's not only USANA, then your mind won't pull you away from USANA. What do you think about that? Okay, so just dump it down. So if you're focusing on everything you want to do and then later prioritizing it and going through your list and checking off different things or highlighting the USANA income producing activities, then that's going to help you focus in different ways. So if I'm writing down cleaning the gutters and scheduling sit over with our grandkids or something like that, yes, that's so important, and balance is important in our lives. But those are, I'm going to highlight in a different color, right? And then maybe I'm going to highlight and prioritize what I want to do in my business that would really start turning the needle around. starting getting that excitement. So remember all of the stuff that happened at convention with new products coming out and the promotions that Lorie Truman and the team kind of talked about for the entire year laid out. Maybe you're planning campaigns for those or different things. Maybe you want to talk to PCs or associates. Write those things down so that you can sit and start checking things off. Now, like I said, after that one convention, Tom and I had 97 items on our dump the truck list. And the next year we became 1-star diamonds. So now when we come back this year, we have 91 total. 12 of them are not USANA. So the first time we did it, I bet we had more. I don't remember counting the ones that were not USANA related. I bet we had a lot more, but it's so funny when you start dumping the truck, you started getting excited about what you're going to be doing. And let me tell you, there's a lot to be excited for coming up now until the end of 2019. The USANA management team's excited, the US field team's excited, the US field's starting to get excited, which is phenomenal. So start thinking of those things that you can start applying in your business right away. I'm pumped. Goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Seriously, I have goosebumps. And I hope you have goosebumps because there's so many fun things that are going on. There's even a fun new tool in the ComEdge right now that looks like a Health and Freedom newspaper. It kind of functions that way. The storyline is kind of the same, so you could use it like that. It's in digital form. It's going to be in print form. I think you're going to really like it. They're going to start making a few more changes to it, but take a look at that. There's so many fun things going on. I'm going to start just bouncing here for a minute. Are you okay with me bouncing around for a little bit? Because I'm excited. So on your dump to truck list, think about those different things that you want to do, like downloading that and sharing it with your team and talking to them about some new things that are coming out, things that you experienced at convention, some of the creative ideas that other people said to you that you might want to kind of brainstorm with your team on. Now, Tom and I have a team call tonight. I bet a bunch of you guys do. And just start having fun sharing some of the exciting things that are going to be happening because there are so many exciting things happening. So I'm excited about that. The dump the truck thing I'm excited about. There's an email going around asking if you want to be part of product testing. Find that email. I'll plug it in on the thread down here somewhere in the comments section, but sign up for that because they're testing some products. So I'm going to share a few things. It was released at convention. I'm not released. It was announced. No, not announced. It was shared in a room at convention, some sampling. And one of the fun things about it was there was a toothpaste. And Tom signed up for this testing thing, and so did I. And we thought, okay, great. Well, they sent him back an email saying, you get to sample some toothpaste, try out some toothpaste. Tom goes, oh, that's cool. Well, little did we know. We took it back to the room, brushed our teeth. You could almost hear angels sing. It was so good. It was so fun. It was refreshing. Cleaned our teeth. It was phenomenal. I love the toothpaste. Okay, so if you get an email back saying sample the toothpaste, bam, that's a good email to get back. I love it. So they had another oil. It was kind of a mood oil. They had some mood supplements. I don't know the details to all of it. So don't ask me any of the details. I'm just saying sign up for that sampling. There was also a couple bars that we got to sample. So watch out for the food line coming soon. I'm excited about that. We've all been waiting for that patiently, and I'm really pumped about it because guess what? It's coming sooner than you think. Okay, and then what else? There was a female product that helped for pre and post menopause. I think it helped for hot flashes. Don't quote me because like I said, we didn't read all the fine font, 6 font on the card. So we didn't read all of it. We just started taking some things, but I don't take the phytoestrogens, so I'm not going to sample that one. I have another one of our associates that struggles with that issue, and I'm going to give that to her to sample. And so I told him that. So sign up for that because you'll want to try that. So remember, if you get the toothpaste, well, it's good. So let me think of what else. Mel Robbins had a book. I don't know if I just said this, but when you're prioritizing your list and your dump the truck, she has a book that's the 5-second rule. Now, we've heard her speak before, and we also have read the book, parts of the book. Anyway, get that book because that's really a fun method when she says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, that will help you apply some action steps into your dump the truck list. Okay, so get that book. It's on Amazon. It's, let me think, I wrote it down somewhere. The 5-Second Rule, Transform Your Life, Work, and Confidence with Everyday Courage. And she's so funny. Anybody that can get on main stage in high tops, bam, that's my girl, right? Okay, so I loved her. I've always loved her. I think she's hilarious. And I like learning that way with a little bit of laughter in it. So anyway, get that. And that was really good. There was a lot of good social stuff. Remember, when you're going through the social selling and the social engagement, getting more plugged in on social media, remember that that is a step to get people into your warm market. It's always going to be sitting down at a coffee shop and talking to people and enrolling them and having them join you with your team and becoming preferred customers. So that kind of social media, think of it, I like to think of it, you can think of it how you like, but I like to think of it like it's cold market that I'm wanting to bring into my warm market. So kind of think of that in that manner. But they had some really good, phenomenal information on that. Eric was really good. So I would have you take a look at that. And I said it wasn't going to turn into a convention little nugget dump, but I started going there because I'm excited. And anyway, so my Monday mindset for you is dump the truck. Tom and I don't only do it from convention on the way home, we also do it weekly. So as we're going through our list, we might, since we do it as a couple, we do USANA as a couple, we might assign each other, hey, Tom, this one's yours, this one's mine. You know, we kind of go through our list and start picking out which ones we each want to do. And then we start dumping the truck that way. And then Sunday, we start adding more to it. So it's a weekly dump for us. It's not only just a dump from convention, it's a weekly dump. And that way we can get activity going. So when you're at convention or something, I like to have a tab in my notes or wherever I'm writing stuff down that has that action list, and I move those right away to my dump the truck list. So you can call it what you like. We just call it dump the truck. So thank you for letting me share a little bit about myself. I don't normally do that like I said, and so it wasn't as smooth and warm and fuzzy, but I wanted you to know a little bit about my background so you knew, you know, when you come into USANA, you may feel like you're giving a lot of your time to your job or your profession, but the more you can mentally release yourself from that and step into your USANA business a little bit more, start treating your USANA business like a business, because it will pay you when you put into it, and it'll give you that time freedom. And these exciting times after convention is something that you can kind of get yourself pumped up about, and your team pumped up about, your PCs pumped up about it. It's going to be a phenomenal year, and I'm glad you guys are all partners, cross-line partners with us. We look forward to partnering with you closer and having fun with you. And so I want to thank you. I hope you got a good nugget from this, a nugget or two. And I want to thank you for jumping on the live with me. So I hope this helped. If you have questions, write them in the comment thread. I will plug in that link to do that sampling. If I can find it real quick, I'll do that really quick. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic Monday. Monday mindset, dump your truck. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, want to hear what BAM stands for? Okay, when I would be out putting and I would make a long putt, I'd go BAM. I've always said that. I don't know why. It just kind of excites me, gives me goosebumps. But Dr. Karen Wolf one day said, you know what, Lorie, I like acronyms. And so BAM to me, for you, is better as me. And I like that because I don't want to be somebody else. I want to be me. I don't want to compare myself. And when we went to go on stage and stuff, our first time speaking in Washington, D.C., Tom says, you know what, we're going to bring a golf club up on stage so you can feel comfortable. And that made me feel good, so I could be me. So BAM, better as you. Okay, that didn't work. Better as me. BAM. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.